Hi guys, I'm here today with Meg and we're going to learn the Sumo Deadlift. Left side, hips, associates, move! Just one thing to note about the Sumo is that it's a lot different than conventional. You're going to find that the mechanics of it are quite a bit different. You're going to be taking a lot of load off your lower back and putting it more into your legs, glutes, hamstrings, quads. Alright Meg, so why don't you take a stance maybe about this far apart. Everyone's going to be a little bit different about how far they like to stand. But one thing that you want to remember is when you bend down to grab the bar, you're looking for vertical shin angle. So go ahead and try that out. Okay, so keeping that vertical shin angle, make sure you're pushing your knees out as you sit down until you can reach the bar. You want to keep your shoulders directly over the barbell. And then from here, make sure your knees stay out and your butt stays low as you tighten your lats and stand up with the bar. Good. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes hard at the top and that your shoulders end up behind the barbell. Okay? Good. So as you stand up, think about pulling your hips into the bar. So see here how when Meg starts to lift, her knees are caving in. One thing that will really help that is think about squeezing from your lateral glutes to open your hips as you stand up. Make sure the knees stay out of the way of the bar. Notice here how when Meg starts to pull on the bar, her hips are lifting first, which puts a lot of strain in the lower back, takes away her ability to use her legs in the movement. So to help with that, really just anchor in your setup position. You can think about creating some good tension on the bar. So pull tight in the lats, really create some good tension through your feet, squeeze your hips open, and then push your hips forward. So what happens here when your butt raises first, like this, the bar ends up rolling out away from your body. Okay, so you're losing tension in your lats and the weight ends up coming way far in front, which is going to throw off your balance in the movement. So to correct that, really want to pull it in tight, like you're trying to protect your elbows, lock your feet in, and then pull your hips into the bar as you stand up. Make sure the bar stays right against your leg the whole way. Remember that the goal with sumo, the way that you can maximize the position of sumo, is to be able to keep your chest as upright as possible so that you can push with your legs. So oftentimes a lot of clients that are new to the sumo deadlift and maybe don't have great mobility in their hips end up taking a more hybrid, narrower stance in the sumo just to get used to it. So even if you're here holding in between your legs, you're still going to be developing the muscles to get better at the sumo deadlift, but eventually you just kind of want to widen and work on keeping your chest up and your butt down in the movement.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! All the way!